Hello, everybody. Welcome to Z's Comics Talks, Movies, TV, and pretty much everything else we want to talk about. With me, as always, is my co-host, Thunder, and
Hi.
new collaborator, Derek Vera. You may know him from Derek Vera Music.
Mhm.
And
The man who knows 1,000 holds.
I'm sorry, was there a D in there or 1,000 holes?
Whoa, hey, easy now, easy.
Why are you trying to make this not family friendly?
I did not hear a D in there, and I'm like, Thunder, what is wrong with you?
Come on, you gotta know this. He's Mr. Jiu-Jitsu. You gotta know
That's why I was
automatically that it's
confused,
just
okay? It
holds.
could have been either one on that one. I don't know. Anyway, let's
You heard what I was saying, right there.
I did, but I also heard what he was saying too, so that's also...
You get your mind out of the gutter, okay?
Get your mind out of the gun. You're the one that brought it up.
Okay, fine. All right. Professional face now. All right. Starting off, as always, is our movie news. I forgot the Flash director's name, but he's been making news lately saying that nobody cares about the Flash. You know what? I care about the Flash. I cared about the Flash for about 3 seasons, and after that, with the Savitar thing,
They took away the wet Mexican mustache.
The what?
Savitar.
The wet Mexican mustache.
Yeah,
What
check
does
it out,
that
check it
mean? I know Savitar is supposed to be the Hispanic god of speed, or the Mayan god of speed.
Yes. Where is it? Come on. Avatar comics. You may continue while I look.
Okay, I'm wondering what this wet Mexican mustache is. I'm like, we got to toss that on there. You got to send me that picture.
Yeah,
Are
see,
you
look at that. See that little pinstripe Mexican mustache? that he got right there?
Pencil stash?
Yeah.
Why do you call it a wet Mexican mustache?
The hero click made it look wet. Plus, when he runs, he gets sweaty.
I am so sorry. This is your first actual like time on screen.
Nah, he did the one where we talked about the STC.
his
Yeah, but he was a
boy
guest star. Now he's part of the crew.
he was just guest starring. He wasn't part of the reoccurring cast.
True.
He hadn't signed the contract yet.
Exactly. Yep. We got it in writing now. Anyway, yeah, the Flash movie, the recent Flash movie
that's what I was
director
was looking
came
for the
out
name
and
of the
he
director.
blames the lack of interest in the Flash for why the movie did so horribly. Well,
Andres Muschietti.
okay, Andre Muschietti.
I don't know. That's very
yeah, Muschietti.
Muschietti. Uh-huh. Andres.
Yeah, and sadly, I'm pretty sure he's also the guy that they got to do Batman: Brave and the Bold in the new James Gunn's DCU.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one that got signed on for the job. This just makes me sad because he does not understand what he did wrong. What he did wrong. First of all, the CG is like bad. Okay,
Yeah.
like the CG on the CW's TV show was miles ahead of what was on there, in my opinion. Not only that, but the writing was just all over the place. Now, yeah, with time travel, writing can get all over the place. Time travel is like a writer's like golden ticket to screw up whatever, but at the same time, you got to do it right? This isn't, he tried to make Back to the Future. He ended up making whatever the hell Babylon AD was. Was there time travel involved in that one? I don't even remember.
No, he was dead.
He was dead?
It was the last flashes of the eyes
Oh, that's
of life.
right.
It wasn't even time travel.
I do
Okay.
appreciate what he tried to do, though. When he tried to bring in Nicolas Cage's Superman, he tried to see the different
Yeah,
alternate
I
Tried to
universes
do
of
that. That was pretty cool.
like what if, what could be, and I think
Yeah.
that was really, really neat.
I was excited at that, but the rest of the movie was kind of just meh.
Mhm.
The acting from pretty much everybody involved was just not up to snuff, I think. But it's hard for Michael Shannon to not bring his A game. He brought him in, like he was great. Michael Keaton was great. Sasha Calle was great.
Mhm.
I loved her as Supergirl.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They had great things involved in this movie, but they didn't know how to use them. And the fact that he is saying that the reason it failed is because nobody cares about the Flash leads me to believe that he's going to turn Brave and the Bold into an absolute pile of garbage.
Nah, Gunn wouldn't do me like that.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I believe.
I believe in James
I
Gunn,
believe.
but at the same time, he's not the boots on the ground guy anymore. Like the only one he's doing is Superman, and then the rest of the series, also Commando,
Yes.
Howling, Creature Commandos, but the rest of the universe is going to be delegated, which he has to because
Yeah.
he can't do everything.
I know delegation, but I'm pretty sure. But like, I also know, like, I also believe that he's going to be that guy that's like, okay, I know Batman is Batman.
Hmm.
Let me, drop in every now and then.
I don't know, man. There's been so many live action versions of the Flash. He could have done the same thing. There's been so many iterations of the Flash. He could have been all like, okay, well, I got a starting point instead of like whatever the hell this is.
That was disgusting. That was absolutely like just heinous to see.
Yeah.
I'm a fat guy and I can run better than that. All right.
Form was weird. It was a very weird form.
Like for him to be the fastest man alive, not with that specific technique. No,
That was a weird form.
I don't know.
That's
Okay.
horrible.
But yeah, now let's talk about some good DCEU news. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow adds 2 new actors to their roster. David Krumholtz, yes, that dude from the Santa Claus movies, and also Numbers. And Emily Beecham. I don't know her, though. Do y'all guys?
no, sure don't.
I don't know Emily Beecham, but she has been cast as Kara's parents. Which parents? We don't know. They just said that they got cast as her parents. But I'm excited for David Krumholtz. I would love to see him in like more things because, he's David Krumholtz. He's always in good stuff.
Oh, I love Numbers. Numbers was amazing.
I just finished my rewatch of it.
I'm not really
It's so
picturing,
good.
I'm not really picturing his face right now.
He's
Curly haired.
he was also in Harold and Kumar. He was the one that turned Jewish in the 3rd movie, pissing off the other guy that was Jewish.
I didn't watch the 3rd movie.
Is this
Now I have to.
was he also in 10 Things I Hate About You?
Yes.
Okay, that guy?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I barely saw that movie.
The main elf.
Yes,
Okay,
the main elf. Yes,
from-
the main
all right,
elf
all right.
In Santa Claus.
The Santa
Okay.
Claus, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Nice.
they got cast in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which is already filming. So yay!
She's supposed to appear in Superman as her
She is?
first appearance. That
Really?
was the latest thing I heard. Is she's first
I haven't
appearance is
heard
supposed to
about
be
that
in Superman. So
I haven't heard about that.
see how it goes
Let's see how it goes. Because
before she takes on the main man. She appears with.
oh yeah, man, I hope that they do him right. I mean, Jason Momoa has the look, obviously,
Yes.
but
Oh,
like-
Lobo?
yeah,
For sure.
For Lobo. Lobos.
yes, but like,
Los Lobos.
he has to be him. You know what I mean?
He-
You can't do Lobo halfway.
He can't be New 52 Lobo. He's got to be
No.
the OG Lobo.
I mean, I really kind of feel like he doesn't have to do much. Even though I do like him as an actor, he's pretty good. He's got some range. He's got some talent there.
Mhm.
With who he
This
is,
is
I don't think he has to do much acting to be Lobo.
Yeah,
That is
fair
true.
enough.
Yeah, it's like just show up and be him.
Mhm.
And he's all it's basically like Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool. It's like there's not
Just
much
show up
acting
and
for them. They
do
just
stuff
show up
on
and be
camera.
them. And
And
Yeah.
I still watch the like YouTube shorts and all that stuff because, I mean, what else are you gonna do whenever you're just like bored at home late at night and you're about to go to bed? And I
watch this channel.
Yeah, 100%. And I saw like a short of him on Ellen just throwing
oh yeah, the
throwing
axe
axes.
throws.
yeah.
And just like as fast as he could for time for charity, I guess.
Back
And I'm
when
just
Ellen
like,
was all like, "We only expected you to get like 10, so the check is only for 10,000, but you got 31."
Yeah.
So,
shouldn't have made that bet.
She
yeah,
should
shouldn't have.
Next up, Avatar Fire and Ash adds
Which
2 more
Avatar?
Navi
Oh.
Avatar, like the Navi.
Okay.
The space kitties.
The blue aliens?
The blue alien.
Fake
The
Avatar?
blue alien kitties.
Fake Avatar.
Yes, fake Avatar. Because
Last Airbender is the
added-
real Avatar.
they add 2 new tribes to their Pandora roster: the Ash Clan and the Wind Traders. Now, if
So
you
now
know,
we have the Air
Yes,
Nomads, the Water
yeah.
Tribe, and
Okay,
the Earth
the
Tribe.
funny thing is, when I was reading this up, the Wind Traders
Mhm.
are literally nomads in the friggin' story.
They're trading.
And yes, all like there's 4 different tribesmen. Earth, which is in there like nature,
Mhm.
and the beasties or whatever. So then you have the Water Tribe that was introduced in Way of the Water,
Yes.
and then now you have the Ash Clan, which are supposed to be like the hardcore ones,
Mhm.
and then you have these new ones, the nomads that are flying around and having fun. And yes, this is part of the backstory. So yes, they are the friggin'
It's Air,
they're
trying to
the
be the
air
last
nomads,
Airbender.
okay? Are they going to have an upside down temple too? Well, time will tell. They probably will. I don't know.
Mhm.
But yeah, the release date is still expected to be December 19th of 2025. So we will wait patiently to lampoon things.
Nationally?
Nationally? No,
National
not
lampoons.
nationally. Oh, national.
I got you, brother.
Scream 7 adds Joel McHale to the cast as Mark Evans, Sidney Prescott's husband. I don't know anything else about this movie.
There's so many screens.
There are, man.
Are they?
There's 7 of them.
Are they technically the Fast and the Furious version for horror movies now? Because I mean,
I would say no,
They
because
haven't
first of all,
gotten-
Freddy Krueger has more, and
That's
so does Jason.
Jason, yeah.
So there's more of those because Jason X is really Friday 10,
Yeah.
and then they have
Freddy versus Jason would bring the two of them together.
Yeah,
You get all the old schools,
So, yeah,
the Child's Plays and those things.
Yeah.
Which
yeah. So no on that. I think if anything, the Jason movies, Friday the 13th movies, would be considered the Fast and Furious
Yeah.
because then the magic got involved, and then the space travel got involved, and
But
things
when
like
was
that.
the last one of those movies that was made though? Because you had the new Chucky movie with Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
You had Freddy
uh,
Krueger with the guy who played Rorschach.
So for Child's Play, for Chucky, he had a show that was a continuation of the original series.
Yeah.
I think it only lasted 2 seasons, but from everything that I've read and heard from people that have actually watched it, it was very well done.
Really?
Yeah.
Came on the USA Network.
No, it was on USA. I thought it was Sci-Fi.
Pretty sure it was it may have been sci-fi, but then gone to USA. I just remember knowing that. I just remember watching wrestling a few Monday nights, and then they're like, "All right, Child's Play is next." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Nice.
But yeah, it's
And then I think Jason's last movie was Jared Padalecki.
I didn't see that
You're
one.
right.
Mhm.
I saw that one in theaters. They tried to do a PG-13 thing. It did not work
Ew, why? That's not
because
what
they
that's made
tried.
for.
That
They
was
tried-
PG-13.
It was supposed to be PG-13. Well, it was PG-13 in the theaters, and then they released an unrated
R-rated
version.
Okay.
But they were trying to widen their audience, and it just did not work. But Jared Padalecki was good in it.
Yeah.
I think that was like the height of Supernatural, probably around
Yeah,
season 5 or 6 or something.
Yeah, it was definitely early Supernatural years. You know,
Yeah.
back when him and Jensen were doing other movies, like when Jensen did My Bloody Valentine.
Actually, didn't My Bloody Valentine come out first, and then it was Friday the
I think
13th?
so, yeah.
I think they did it to one up each other.
Yeah.
That's in my mind.
Why
That's
do
how
you
it
have
happened.
memories of My Bloody Valentine?
My Bloody Valentine showed in theaters in 3D.
Yeah.
Yes,
Man, that was one of my first 3D experiences.
you
And
are
then-
lucky.
and then there was that unique scene that most B-rated horror movies have, and then it's like it was a little much. No, that wasn't like too much, but it was a lot all at one time. I was I guess just in college at that point. I was like, is this appropriate? Are we supposed to be?
my first 3D movie was like when they started doing them in theaters,
Mhm.
like real theaters, was Avatar:
Was
The
it
Last Airbender.
nice?
So no, we're not nice. What are you talking about? That was a waste of money. I think we've talked about this a couple times already,
Yeah.
but like when we went to go see it, it was me, my ex, our cousin Tiger,
Mhm.
and we went to go see it. I think it was around his birthday, so me and her took him, and the only tickets that were available were the 3D ones. And when we get in there, we're like, yeah, all right, we got popcorn, we got our snacks and stuff. About halfway through the movie, when they show the Earthbenders,
Mhm.
Tiger and I just like, like we shared an audible cry of frustration.
Yeah.
And afterwards, we're leaving the movie, and we're seeing everybody lined up because it was a huge thing. It was super popular back then. We're seeing a huge line of people that are just like, yeah, we're going to see this. And we're like, those poor bastards. Like, even Tiger, who did not pay for anything on that, asked, Zach, can you get your money back? And I was like, buddy, I thought about
Stayed
it like
too
after,
long.
and we stayed too long. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's like after 10 or 15 minutes,
Yeah.
you can't get your money back. Well, guess what?
See, I
Bastards.
ruined the 3D movies for myself in theaters, not because it was a bad movie that I saw, but because it was the greatest freaking 3D movie you could ever see. The first 3D movie I ever saw in theaters was Tron Legacy.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
That
nice.
movie still
it is
the
so
top.
visually stunning.
Still the top.
I
That
did
is
not
what
say
I
that
measure.
lightly.
That is what I measure all 3D movies off of. That movie was just
I
fantastic.
think that movie gets a bad rap.
It does.
I think it's really good.
I'm
and then you go
excited
back
for the
and you
third
watch
one.
the original Tron, you're like, really?
Yeah. I'm
So,
excited for the
so-
third one. I like the actor from Four Brothers that was in it. Like
Garrett Hedlund?
he should be in more stuff.
You should.
That guy was good.
Oh yeah, he was great in Country Strong, which is not very many people watch, but it was a really good one.
Mhm.
He was great in Tron. Four Brothers was as the little brother. He played
Yes.
really well.
But yeah, so it's like I think that movie was great. A lot of people hate it for some reason. I don't know why. The CG was there. It was good.
Mhm.
The story was there. It was good. But for some reason, we liked it.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to TV in the streaming world. Rumor mill, because that's what I looked up first. The ending to the Marvel Ironhearts. See, I don't know what happened right
Ironheart.
there. I can't talk right now.
Mhm.
The ending to the Ironheart Marvel series supposedly is going to set up the Strange Academy project that's rumored to be in production for the past 2 years. But let's be honest, man. Since Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness came out, they did kind of restart an academy or a training grounds of sorts in the movie at the end of the movie to help out America Chavez figure out her powers. And maybe it's just an expansion on that. Maybe she's going to be part of a new TV project. I don't know, but hopefully.
Strange Academy. I didn't read much into Strange Academy until Blood Hunt, and it was really enjoyable. I really enjoyed reading it. The way it was sold to me was kind of like a Hogwarts version for Marvel characters, which was really neat. But no, I learned a lot in just that little series, and I really want to keep on with it.
You
So-
had me order the omnibus.
Yes, it's good.
coming. Don't
It's
forget
good.
about
So I think they could do really well with this, especially if they keep the
And a lot of the core
tone.
cast are like lower profile characters. You don't have to get like super popular
yeah,
people.
no, absolutely
Yeah, it could turn out really well.
good, absolutely.
Hoping.
Fingers crossed.
All right, and next up on the rumor mill, Kate Bishop is supposedly going to be leading the Champions, which is the MCU version of the Young Avengers, with a team consisting of Miss Marvel, Cassie Lang, America Chavez, Wiccan, Speed, Ironheart, Ms. Marvel, Hulkling, and Viv Vision. Now, if some of those names don't sound familiar to you, don't worry. They're not going to sound familiar to a lot of the casual viewers, and that's not a disparaging remark or anything. Almost nobody knows Viv Vision because she was only in like the recent few years. She's probably going to show up in the Vision Quest series that's coming out.
Yeah.
I think they're projecting it early next year, maybe late this year, featuring Paul Bettany and the dude from Blacklist as Ultron coming back. I'm actually really excited about
That's
that.
cool. That's cool.
James Spader. That's his name.
Yeah.
James Spader. Like,
Iconic voice.
He was so good as Ultron.
So
okay,
good.
Scared the
Stargate for
crap out of
those
me.
that know.
Oh yes, yeah.
Stargate,
He was he was one of the main guys in Stargate,
Yeah.
aside from Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
I'm very happy to see Wiccan get some more screen time. 'Cause,
Wicked? Oh yeah.
in the Agatha All Along series is where you first see him, and you don't really get to. And spoiler alert, I apologize if you haven't seen it yet. But we're a couple months beyond that. So it
Yeah.
came out in October, right? We're
something like that.
2025 now. You first get introduced in the MCU, but not in the show, the Disney Plus versions, in the Agatha All Along series, and he does a really, really, really great job with his role because no one really knows who he is in the first half of the season until it gets later revealed that he is the son of Scarlet Witch. He's with Billy. He's
Yeah.
Billy, yeah. Looking for Tommy.
Searching for his brother.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where they go with that as well. I think that'd be really neat. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a fun story.
And in the original Young Avengers series, you actually don't find Tommy until like the second part of the series.
Oh, really?
Of the first one, yeah. So like it could just be part of the Champions thing. Like something happens and you need these guys,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So that'd be kind of cool. Invincible season 3. The first three episodes premiere February 6th on Amazon Prime. I know this is like a hugely anticipated show. I still need to
good show.
watch the second season.
It's a good show.
Amazon does a really good job with their shows.
They do.
Between
They do.
that one and The Boys, they're doing some really
This is
fun
doing
stuff
fantastic.
with the superheroes.
One of the huge things is that they let their creators just run free, pretty much.
Love that.
And
Something that more places should do.
yeah, and
You hire them to do something.
Yeah.
Just trust them.
exactly. Yeah, like they gave Seth Rogen and his producer partner.
Mhm.
I can't remember his name, but
Seth
they gave
Rogen, like,
yeah,
that's
Seth
awesome.
Rogen. Seth Rogen is one of the main forces
Backers
behind the boys.
Okay.
He's an executive producer. I think he was showrunner for the first few seasons too, if
Yeah.
I remember right.
He has like 2 cameos in the first
Yeah.
2 seasons, I believe.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And he's also
I don't remember that. I've
his
seen the first
company.
couple seasons.
Yeah. His company is also one of the producers behind the Invincible TV show.
That's awesome.
And
That's super
also
cool.
Preacher.
Love Preacher and
Preach.
Dark Phoenix. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. The show took like a huge leap from the source material, in my opinion, but it's still pretty good. Because like the first season is the first half of the first issue.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. So like, you know how in the comic series you pretty much hit the ground running,
Yeah.
and you know there's action starting left and right, and nothing really slows down until about the second story arc, where you can finally get some like exposition. In the show, the first, like I said, the first season is the first issue, and everything else just kind of happens concurrently, and you don't really get to the comic portion until the second season. And by then, a lot of things have already changed, and it's almost unrecognizable by the end of the series. But it's still a good series. You know,
I need to get on it. I need to get on it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's on Netflix right now.
Is it? That's cool. Okay,
If not Netflix, Hulu. But yeah. Daredevil, Born Again, the trailer was released earlier this week, along with a new poster, and holy crap, it looks great. Muse popping up as, you know, one of the villains, maybe the main villain, we don't know. You get more interaction between Matt and Fisk, and a little bit of teasing as to what's been happening the past few years. You get, you know, teasing of the Devil's Reign storyline, and, you know, little hints here and there, expanding the Netflix stuff into the new MCU, part of Disney, whatever you want to call it, with Harlem's Paradise being name dropped a couple times here and there. And yeah, it's just, oh my gosh, it looks so good.
Yeah.
It looks like they are pulling the same type of feel from the Netflix one. And I'm super excited
too.
Yeah, I'm super excited for it. Oh my gosh. And then you get, you know, Punisher is in there too.
I'll have
But
to go
that
back
hasn't been a secret. He's back. Punisher is coming back. And I think we talked about the rumor a couple weeks ago where if it does well, they are making another Punisher series.
That's right.
Yes.
I remember seeing the video.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Yeah.
And then not only that, but I just read today, according to Charlie Cox, by the time that they release the first episode on March 4th on Disney Plus, they are going to be starting filming on season 2 of Daredevil.
Nice.
That's neat. Okay.
So yeah, that's according to him. I don't know if that's
go back
true or
and
not.
watch season 3. I never watched season 3 of Daredevil just because I was like, it's indie. I don't want to watch it.
Fair.
So I'm actually gonna have to go back and watch season 3 before this thing comes out.
The one that I need to watch is the team up one. That's the one I
Defenders?
haven't
Oh,
seen.
the
Yeah.
Defenders.
A lot of people did not like it, but I really, really did.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of people didn't like it because of Finn Jones's Iron Fist.
Yeah.
And not I don't think because of Finn Jones. I think it's because of the way that the character is written.
I didn't mind the show Iron Fist.
I enjoyed it. It obviously it was the weakest of them,
Right. Yeah.
but yeah,
But it still wasn't. It wasn't bad. It wasn't
Yeah.
something that I regret watching.
yeah. I especially like Colleen Wing in there.
Mhm.
Yeah, she her character was great. And then her kind of ending up with the powers at the end of season 2, which mirrors her own, you know, comic counterparts' powers. Kind of cool. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, the Defenders one, the Defenders one, I understand why a lot of people didn't like it, but it to me was really good because it was one of the most ambitious Marvel TV crossovers that they've had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was all the Netflix people, it was all the on the ground guys. Yeah, we can team up and fight wizards and robots all day long, but what about the dude that's, you know, running drugs and stuff in New York?
Right.
We want to see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? We want to see Spider-Man, you know, like on the ground. We don't need these, you know, fantastical movies.
Mhm.
We need, you know, Andrew Garfield in a trench coat doing investigations and then like once or twice in the episode dressed up as Spider-Man. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. Sigourney Weaver's character was a little weird. Like they had her pop up in there, and I didn't really understand her character like at all. so yeah, I understand why people didn't like it, but to me it was good. I'm hoping, according to a bunch of the people behind the scenes on Daredevil, they're trying to pull in more of the side characters from the Netflix people.
Right.
So hopefully we'll get some like Patty Walker and stuff coming up again.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Not only that, but the Wizarding World of Harry Potter's baking show,
Yes.
Wizards of Baking, is getting a season 2.
Yes.
I have yet to see an actual episode aside from clips here and there, but like the things that I have seen are really, really cool. They recreate like scenes or even just the actual meals from the movies, and it's like it looks really cool. And it makes me hungry.
Hosted by Fred and George.
Yes, actually, the Phelps
great.
twins.
That's cool. This is actually the first time I'm hearing of this, and that's
on
kind of
Max. It's on Max.
fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Wizard, bro.
Well, I know what I'm doing now during our snowstorm this week.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so nothing crazy going on except I think the best part of the TV streaming world news right now is the Daredevil stuff. I'm like super excited for it. March 4th. Oh my god, I got to get my my Disney Plus back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Let me see.
The girlfriends.
In the world of anime, Studio Mappa has 3 series and 3 movies in the works, supposed to be released in 2025. For the series, currently they are airing Zenshu. It's an isekai about an office worker that finds her way into this world where she is saved by her favorite video game, like Hero. And yeah, I don't know much about it aside from that. I have heard nothing about it aside from like the basic premise, but that's pretty much the same thing with all these guys.
Yeah.
Let me see, Lazarus, which I'm super excited about that one. You should be super excited about that one too. Lazarus is
It's not the Ghost of Hiroshima one.
No. Lazarus is the latest. It's going to be the latest work from the creator of Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
Right? And it's
I'm in for that.
It's set on Earth for the most part, I believe. And at some point, a scientist released the cure for everything. Right? Cancer, common cold, flu, polio, whatever. You take this pill, you're cured of everything, and forever, right? Year later, scientist comes out. So I see that everybody has taken my pill. You're all gonna die in like X amount of time, and the various world government agencies are like, what the hell? And they established this.
Darn FDA doesn't do anything for us.
They established this Suicide Squad-esque type of police force, and they send them out into the world to investigate where the hell this guy is and how to cure it. So they're on the clock, like literally on the clock for this, and that's the basic premise. It's supposed to be the action director for the John Wick series served as a scene consultant.
I love that. That's super
scene
cool.
Director consultant.
That's super cool
for this series. And if you've seen Cowboy Bebop, you know the action sequences, the hand-to-hand combat is already peak.
Yeah.
This one, like with that guy involved, oh my gosh, I'm super excited for this.
The storyline kind of yields. I don't know if you ever read this comic book series a while back. It was called Beauty. So Beauty was an STD that was going around, but instead of like all these negative effects, it make you beautiful. So everybody wanted this STD because it slimmed you down, tightened your skin, did all the fun stuff, and then
Parasite.
Right? Yeah, pretty much. Until people started exploding, catching like fire,
like spontaneously.
Yeah, spontaneously combusting. So in the story, you follow the detective as he tries to figure out a cure for this STD and try to get people from stop dying.
Yeah,
pretty good. That's like what it reminds me of.
See, I'm gonna have
to find this now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can order it.
It's called Beauty.
My mind went to one comic storyline where Tony got everyone hooked on like this.
Oh, the Superior
like,
Iron Man
yeah,
story.
like a beauty product or something, and then just was like, I'm taking it away from y'all now. Y'all guys got to pay
for it.
me for me.
Oh man, the worst one he did on that story arc was the Daredevil one.
Yeah.
That was super bad. That was horrible. But that was like right after the Axis storyline where all of their personalities were inverted.
Mm-hmm.
So where like instead of being an altruistic douche, he was like borderline evil douche.
Yeah. A douche.
Douche squared. Let me see. The third one is the Doro Hedoro anime that's been on Netflix. I think that's where it premiered. Doro Hedoro. Season 2 was announced, and that's going to be the third series in MAPPA's release schedule this year. The movies CSM Res, Rose of Versailles, and the Jujutsu Kaisen recap.
That'll be fun.
I know nothing about any of these aside from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen,
yeah. I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna say right now. I'm not a fan of Jujutsu Kaisen. I tried watching the first few episodes. Couldn't get into it.
I like it. I think it's good. I think there's better out there. Like I've fallen for what is it, Solo Leveling recently, and they only have one season out, and I just immediately bought all the books and like read through like book 6. Really, really, really great storyline. But that's a lot to take on for a studio. I mean, you run into the issue if like quality control for a bunch of stuff. So I'm curious to see how it's going to come out.
Yeah, especially since you hear about all these delays and stuff from Japanese animation studios, and the workers are just like overworked, overtaxed. Just to ensure quality, like I'm cool with just 1 or 2 productions a year.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like yeah, it sucks waiting, but like if the quality is there, you wouldn't mind, right?
Yeah, they've done great stuff. I mean, I think one of the most recent ones they did was the ending of Attack on Titan, which they changed up the animation a little bit, but it really worked, and it did pretty good. Now, I wasn't a big fan of it, honestly, and then I know that I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but in my opinion, it's good. It's maybe a little bit overrated, but
no, I'm in the same boat.
Attack on Titan,
Attack on Titan was my segue into anime. That was the first ever anime I've ever watched.
I'm sorry.
So it's like, but I agree. It's not like the best that I've ever watched, but it was just like my segue into it. Because I think Tiger was all like, you need to get into anime, watch Attack on Titan, and I'm like, okay, it's got giants in it. All right, might as well. So it was a nice segue into anime, but I do agree it's not like.
Yeah, I like in my opinion, yeah, it's overrated too. I do recommend Apothecary Diaries. The season 2 just started last week. Yeah, Apothecary Diaries is it's still in it's dubbed already, the first season.
So far, the only anime that I regret starting, Food Wars.
Oh my gosh!
That was weird.
So
I tried it too.
It was too weird for me.
All the weird stuff aside, man, I'm a huge fan of cooking shows, and
that was too much.
But they have the cookbooks for it, and it's legit food. Like, apparently, it's like the actual way that you're supposed to cook.
Do you want geek cookbooks? Because I can order them,
dude. I've been buying geek cookbooks. I got like anime cookbooks. I've got the ones from Harry Potter and Star Wars. Not that I'm a big Harry Potter fan, but
have you made the blue milk?
I have not made the blue milk, no, but I assume it's not that difficult to make.
Like vanilla extract and food dye.
Yeah, but officially make.
Officially with the
by the rules.
There's rules now. I followed the rules for butterbeer.
If there's a cookbook, there's rules.
Okay, I guess. All right, we gotta get back on track.
It's gonna be a long video.
This is.
We got 3 voices.
It's true.
3 personalities.
Last up in the world of anime, your boy Kong Ming gets to see season 2. If you don't know about this anime, it was actually about 1.5 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. It follows Kong Ming, a famed Chinese strategist, reincarnating in modern day Japan and deciding to put his strategic mind to use, hyping up this rapper girl, like she raps, and she's also basically a bartender, almost a hostess, right? But he starts using his strategic like plans and stuff in the world of music. And it turns out really well. It's already it finished season 1. There's already a movie, and it is very well done. The animation is amazing. The songs are amazing.
That's cool.
And I would actually recommend this one to you.
Yeah.
And like every time he does something, he likens it to back when he was at war. And it is friggin' hilarious because he's like, yes, this is gonna work. We're going like it's basically the over the top voice acting of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll take this card and play it in defense mode kind of thing. But, or like Death Note, I'll take a chip and I'll eat it. But instead of war, he's talking about music, and it's kind of funny. You know what I mean?
I feel like I should do that now.
Yeah.
Next, whenever we play it.
Yes.
I take my counter and I play it. Yeah, that'd be great.
But yeah, like I
If
would
you
highly
level up,
recommend
you gotta
that.
hit the
I awake it. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on.
The possibilities are turning in his head.
Don't give me ideas, guys. Just don't.
All right. Moving on to the world
bean in
of
your pocket too. When you start doing good.
They make the gun like the jelly beans that are in the senzu bean bag. Yeah.
Oh my God. I could have ordered those.
Can you still?
I don't know.
Oh my God,
'Cause I know
the bag. I just want the bag so bad.
I'll look after we're done. Moving on to the world of video games, Jedi Power Battles Episode 1
Yes.
is getting remade. We've already been talking about this a lot,
Coming
but
out
we have
Friday.
a full list of
Or Thursday actually, because it's the
Thursday?
23rd.
23rd.
Be sure it's
Yeah,
23rd.
Thursday. Yeah, we have a full list of all 13 playable characters, and I'm going to read them to you off of my sort of script. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Qui-Gon
Yes.
Jinn, Mace Windu,
Mhm.
Plo Koon, Adi Galila, Ki-Adi
Kiadi Mundi.
Kiadi Mundi.
Mhm.
I did not pronounce that right at all. Queen Amidala,
Yes.
Captain
My
Panaka, Darth Maul, a B1 battle droid, a B1 pit droid, a
Mhm.
droidicar,
Yep.
a loader droid, a rifle
Mhm.
droid,
Yes.
a Weequay,
Mm-hmm.
a Rhodian,
Mm-hmm.
a Tusken Raider,
Mm-hmm.
and a Ishi Tib. I don't know that last one at all.
I don't know that one either.
Do you know that one?
Derek,
No, I assume it has to be
Googling.
a droid of some sort from the prequels. Because I mean, you got all the droids that are there,
Right.
and
You know what? That might be one of the
Not the
whatever
dude.
Jar Jar. Oh, it's a dude.
Dude.
Oh,
Green dude.
Okay, send me that picture so I can toss that up there. The Switch 2 was announced. Thunder. There,
Yes,
y'all guys looked into
Switch
this more than I
2.
did.
Switch miss.
I'm gonna let the positive go first.
So I do get what people are saying. Like one of the things that I think sums it up really good is one of the memes that I saw where it's they use SpongeBob instead of Drake, but the Drake meme where it's all like no, and then he's like yeah, they use SpongeBob, but people are all like oh, people when they see the Switch go from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2, they're just like no, but then they're all like oh, but those same people, iPhone 16 Max, iPhone 15 Max. So I do see what they mean because it does look like all they did was make it bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still down for it, just because the design seems pretty cool. Like I don't know how they're gonna do the like.
Didn't you just say the
it's like-
design was just bigger?
yeah, but it's still a nice design.
Okay, all right.
You know, like just it's like if they made the N64 bigger.
It did. It was a GameCube.
No, that's
I'm still sad my parents never got me a GameCube because the one
Yeah.
game I always wanted to play
got it either.
was Luigi's Haunted Mansion,
Ah,
and that never came out.
do you have a Switch you can play right now?
No, I don't have a Switch.
Not the
My
same.
nephew's got one, and I never did because I
When
decided
you get
to
a
go the
Switch, let me
PS5
know
route.
because I have the Switch family account and
Oh,
I
yeah?
still have like 4 slots for it.
Ooh,
And then one of my friends who's also on my family plan, he gave me money for the expansion. So now we have all of them.
nice.
Yeah. So like, yeah,
Okay.
we can play everything.
Back on topic for the Switch too,
Yes.
because I have a few things to say.
Mhm.
Yes, just
Has
like
thoughts.
looking back at some of the other things that they've done, Nintendo
Mhm.
as being they had the Game Boy that popped up, the 3DS, 3DS,
Mhm.
and then the 3DS XL.
Mhm.
They have the XL name, and they're making their base product a little bit bigger. Why did they
Yes.
go for a 2 variation and not just an XL
Mhm.
with added features or XL 2.0 or something like that?
In that, sticking with that topic, and sticking with that point, I mean, why not call it the Super Switch?
Right?
All right, like we're talking about the name and it being unimaginative. At least call it the Super Switch, because then you could like nostalgia. Okay,
Yeah, and nostalgia's big right now.
Yeah.
You got to think because PlayStation just did their nostalgia thing, which was
Yeah.
awesome. Right now, Taco Bell, which is one of my favorite Mexican restaurants. Fight me in the comments. Is doing a whole retro thing.
Yeah.
and I love that.
Oh, did they bring back the little Swish, the purple and blue?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I don't know, not in the
Damn.
ones that because they have the plastic cups.
Oh, okay.
They have the plastic cups.
You can put that design on plastic.
Sure.
All right, I'm sorry. Continue.
You're good. You're good. I do like that they had that it's now USB-C charger,
Yeah.
rechargeable, and it has a spot for a USB-C hookup as well. So
Yeah,
kinda
it's supposed to be
builds-
two
It's always been
USB. Yeah, it's always been USB-C.
chargeable. Yeah.
But the second port,
I think there's
for
one
like
on
a
bottom and the
mouse.
top.
Oh, yeah. The second port for
Yeah.
the mouse. Okay, I got
Yeah,
it.
There's one on bottom
I
and
think
top, too.
that's unique. So is it going to allow
More air filtration as well.
Mm.
The vents, more vents. The vent-
more vents?
So is this gonna like burn my hands? Is it expected to be hotter?
No,
Like-
it should help cool it down with all the vents.
I mean, yeah, but if you need more vents, obviously it's gonna run hotter.
Do you think it's gonna
Be a
pop
little
up as a tablet secondary?
Maybe because it looks like the stand is able to kick back very far,
Mhm.
and you can almost like hover it off the.
It's still a touchscreen, right?
Should
I think-
be.
yeah, it should be.
Okay.
should
I mean, I don't know
still.
why they would go backwards on it, but also if they're going. So sorry, my next
Yeah.
point. The reason why I kind of dislike the whole design is that coming up years after the PS5 and knowing what's really great about the
Mhm.
PS5, one of my favorite things about owning it is the haptic feedback on the trigger system.
Yes.
Being able to have like the solid
Mhm.
releases and clicks, I think they could have done a lot with that too.
Mhm.
And man, I just really feel like they dropped the ball on something that could have been
Mhm.
really great because they have some of the best titles known to men. They have all the Mario stuff. They have the Zelda things. There's a lot that they could have done with their trigger system and when their whole controller system in general.
Mhm.
Mm.
See, I give it a little bit of a pass on the whole naming, like Switch 2,
Mm-hmm.
just because sure there's like a little bit of a difference, but that's what makes it the Switch 2. It's not completely different to where you could just be like, why not just give it a whole new name? Like really, how much did PlayStation change their stuff from PlayStation like 1 to PlayStation 2 and 3 and 4? Like look what like I guess what I'm really wondering is, you know, for y'all to like question why they just named it Switch 2, what difference would they have had to change for you to be like, okay, Switch 2 is nice?
The look and design, they just made it
Mhm.
bigger. They made it.
But he's saying that's pretty much all they
Yeah.
did with between
Like-
the PlayStation and then
Because it
PlayStation
still
2. They
is,
just made
like,
it bigger
it still
and
is the
run a little bit
Switch.
different.
Right,
It
with a
still is
different
the
nut.
Switch,
But
like
so between like
because I guess
we
what
all
I'm-
know that technology
Yes.
it increases like the production and technology, especially in handheld things. It goes every year like so
Mhm.
fast.
Mhm.
And being that Nintendo's and other gaming consoles, they take years to come out.
Mhm.
I mean, they come out
Yeah.
with pretty decent specs. I mean,
Mm.
the difference between the PS4 and the PS5, I mean, I feel like that's probably been some of the bigger jumps in the generations, just because of the haptic feedback, and you have the other just really great qualities that it brings, streaming and not. But it just seems like they missed the boat on this for me. I mean, I think it could be great.
I
for
think
somebody
something
else.
that doesn't help them too is how like Nintendo is before this was really wild with their
Yeah.
next ones because like from the way it goes from like what it was NES then
Well, it was the Nintendo Entertainment System,
Entertainment
NES for
System.
short.
Mhm.
And then you had the Super Nintendo, which was really the Super NES,
Mhm.
which was the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. And then you from
64,
there
right?
you had the
64.
N64, Nintendo 64. But the N64 was a play on its own
Yeah.
graphics because it went to 64-bit,
Mhm.
right? Which
Yeah.
polygons. And then from there, it went to the GameCube.
Mhm.
If we're just talking about home consoles,
yeah home
went to the
consoles.
GameCube, which 64 squared
Yeah.
gave us the specs, right?
Yeah.
And then you had the from the GameCube to the Wii.
Love
Okay.
the Wii.
Yeah.
From the GameCube to the Wii, changed a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. So yeah, I think it garnered an entire name change.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
From the Nintendo 64 to the GameCube, obviously same thing. And then you had the Wii to the Wii U, which didn't really change a whole lot,
Mhm.
which is why they
just
kept
added
the
that
Wii
little-
and then the U.
Yeah.
And then
Just added the,
like,
like,
from the
tablet
Wii
thing.
U to the Switch.
Mhm.
But they added in the
'Cause they
Wii U,
switched.
Yeah.
the is that the first one with the like screen
Yeah,
in
the
your
Wii
hand?
U had the
Yeah.
screen.
And everybody was playing more on the screen than they
Than
were
were on the actual-
Yeah,
yeah.
so that helped Nintendo. Like, okay, we're gonna make just a straight up mobile console.
Yeah, they just said, you know what, we're gonna take Game Boys and we're gonna just pop it in
Yeah.
for as much stuff as we can put in it.
So yeah,
Pretty much.
like I think that kind of is something that maybe people are like kind of not used to Nintendo. Like they really just like, yeah, guys, it's the Switch. It's still the Switch. We just made some different changes to it.
Well, yeah,
So
but
it's
that's the same.
Switch too.
But the argument for that is, why not call it the Super Switch?
Super Switch. And again,
Because
they're
we went from
changing.
Nintendo to the Super Nintendo, which they only added an extra 8 bits. Well, this one is just bigger.
I think I think one thing too is like some people give it the like dogging on the fact that it's at least this first iteration of it is
Hmm.
not OLED. It's I forget whatever. I think it's just like LCD or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And they maybe just be like, okay, the difference. And plus, I think they made a few changes to the OLED switches too compared to the regular one. So maybe too, they're probably like, people are gonna compare it to the OLED as well,
Mhm.
and it's not much of like a grander change from that.
Hmm.
So maybe they're like, no, it's not necessarily super. It's just
I guess.
it's just the Switch 2. It's not.
I guess. All right.
You know, maybe that's how they'll look at it too. Like they're like, okay, we gave you Switch and we gave you Switch 1.5 with OLED and all that other stuff.
Hmm.
Now we're on the Switch 2.
All right. All right. I'll give it that. All right. Moving on to Pokemon Legends ZA. As you recall, Game Freak had a huge leak or huge data breach not too long ago. Well, some of the leaks are still coming out. Pokemon ZA is among them,
Mhm.
and it seemingly confirms what we pretty much already knew. Following in the Pokemon Legends Arceus fashion, there are no longer going to be the same region's starting Pokemon. So, as you remember, X and Y had Fennekin and the Turtwig and I forget, Frogadier. Dang it, Froakie. And, you know, had those guys as the starters for X and Y, Generation 6. This one, obviously following the Legends Arceus kind of rules, is going to have
You're an
starters.
Arceus person.
Arceus?
I like
Arceus?
Arceus better.
I
I'm an
like-
Arceus person.
Okay, I'll give you Arceus. All right. But yeah, they're going to follow that same fashion and have various starters from various regions, probably still limited to 3, because why do you need more? But nobody has confirmed it. So hopefully we'll get some confirmation soon. Hopefully we'll get some more news soon, because my daughter is scouring the internet every day looking for news about Pokemon
Yep.
ZA.
That
And-
is
Yeah.
Serenity's nerdy thing. Every nerd's got their main nerdy thing.
And Pokemon,
Serenity's nerdy thing. That is her
dude,
main nerdy
she
thing.
is doing a shiny hunt right now.
I
She's
know.
been doing it for
Mhm.
months. And she has so many shinies.
Still waiting.
She has so many shinies.
Still
And
waiting
they're
for my
all
Charmander.
wrong, according to her.
I'm still
Wow.
waiting for my Clay Charmander 2.0.
Oh, she gave up.
Ah.
She's like, Thunder doesn't deserve one.
She got
Wow.
better. She
She's
got
like,
better at it.
She
And
didn't say
then,
that. She didn't say that.
you know how many? Like, see, I blindly support all my friends and all my cousins, all my family members. I blindly support them. But I will admit, I see what my friends say whenever they see that I proudly display it. It's up there on one of my shelves. My Charmander. That's her first time at like when she got the clay and she like molded it, made Charmander for the first time. I proudly display it,
Mhm.
but still, you know, and I will blindly say it is great no matter what. But you know, because I love it, it's near and dear to me. It will forever be. But I do see the point of my friends when they're like, "That's supposed to be Charmander," and I'm all like,
She does not want anything to do with the fire lizard according to
See?
her. Like that's her words.
And I've even tried to meet her halfway. I was like, okay, make me Abra. I like Abra. Make me Slowbro. Make me
Oh, Abra pissed her off.
make me Drowsy. Make me something. Like I gave her a list of like these are Pokemon that I like. Just where's the 2.0?
I love that you
I'm
sticking with the original 151. That's great. Those are the ones that I know. That's why.
Moving on to Marvel Snap. This was a weird one. Okay, obviously you guys already know TikTok had the ban.
Yeah. We won't get too much into that just because
that's too
the
real.
particulars to that is
We're not a political thing, okay? We're just reporting whatever geek news that we
the
see.
only reason why we bring it up is because this morning I get up and like I will admit I'm kind of like that was my favorite phone game. Like I was kind of religious with
Marvel Snap.
it. Yeah, I downloaded it the first time I was on the wait list for it because I remember scrolling. I remember scrolling through like Facebook one point and I saw the ad for it and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" Clicked on it and it was like, "Oh wait, no, it's still in beta. Sign up for sign up to let us know whenever like on Google Play, the Google Play app. Like, all right, you want to join the wait list for when it comes out?" I was like, "All right, yes." So like I freaking had it since day one. It was like my addiction. It made me stop playing Clash of Clans. And I was finally about to. Basically, it's prestiging. You get to the Diamond League.
Oh,
you get to Diamond, which is like level 100. It's basically like prestiging. The highest I ever got throughout all these seasons, and it's been out for like two years or so.
Yeah, something like that. He's been on it for a while.
Mm-hmm. I've like highest I ever got was like 98, and this year, and the way they do it was because like it's basically new season each month. They bring out new cards, new stuff for you to do, and after each month, you don't get like reset completely back to 0. It depends on like how high you got up. Like if you're up to like 90, if you're in like the 90s, you go down like 10, 20 levels or so, then you go back up. If you go to 70, then yeah, you're down to like 0 or whatever. But yeah, I've been like slowly going up and up and up, and I'm not, even though I say like it sounds like I'm like super religious with it, I don't check like the meta and all that to like see, oh, let me make this deck, I straight up am like, I like this character, hey, this guy, I may not like his character, but he does do stuff to like keep me safe from all the freaking meta stuff, and that's been doing me pretty well. And I was so close. I was at like 94 right now, and it's like, bro, I was right there. But yes, since
you could have had the glory,
I could have finally got there, and it's like, log on this morning, and I see that like, oh, I can't log on. I'm like, what the heck? Like, let's get the message that says it's unavailable in America, and I'm like, what the heck? Why? What happened? And that's when I went to searching, and evidently, yes, Marvel Snap was backed by the owners of TikTok, by the same company that owns TikTok, and evidently they banned everything that company touches. So
like I'm pissed because I had to download a new video editor, and I don't know, this was the only one that was recommended to me by the people I talked to, and I don't know how to use it yet. So like this video is gonna go up with like almost no editing aside from like
pictures
times. Like
stuff,
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put the pictures on.
But yeah,
like I normally do.
I straight up liked it just because one, it's Marvel stuff, it's superhero stuff, but also they animated the cards. So like Spider-Man has a thing because there's like 3 locations that you can play on, and Spider-Man's thing is like moving. You plop him down, and he can move a card. Well, he'll move a card to a different spot. But they animate it like when you put the card down, it's straight like it does a flip, and you hear the. And then before he moves, like the card jumps up, he straight up shoots out a web to attach to an opponent's card, and then he swings away. So it's like, I like it because like it's not just my imagination, it's straight up like, hey, yes, it's doing what I want it to. Like when you play the Human Torch, his thing is again like a moving thing. When he moves, little flames come out. And like the Punisher, his guns like animate and everything, and it's like, it's so nice. So that's why they put love into it, and I'm like, man, that's why I like the game.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it'll come back.
They brought TikTok back after a few hours.
Like,
I'm hoping CapCut comes back.
Superhero stuff.
But yeah. Last up for the world of gaming, we're switching to IRL tabletop gaming. Gundam Assemble. is going to be a Gundam tabletop game, kind of in the same vein as Warhammer.
Am I gonna have to assemble the cards?
I don't
It's
know.
not the cards; it's the actual. So how I've seen it so far is you actually do assemble the little Gundams. It plays just into the Gunpla. Just as much as if you were to get a full size. You get the little thing, you put it together, and then you will have to paint it. That's the issue. That's how they get you. That's
All right, the secondary painting market is going to get a boom.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of people who love putting together Gundams. I picked up a couple, and honestly, it's been a lot of fun putting it together. I just ordered my first perfect grade, which, if you don't know what a perfect grade is, it's a 1 in 60 size, or 1 in 4. It's a big thing. And I told my buddy Roger about it, and he's like, "Well, good luck, dude. We'll see you next year." Just put it all together. But
I could see this Gundam.
Put a time lapse video of you putting them together.
What's really great about it is that it's going to be kind of back and forth with the new trading card game for Gundam as well. They do have a starter deck where you are able to have a piece of the brand new Gundam assemble. You put it together, you paint it, and as you play the game, you play the card, you can play the little character on top of it to give it a little more immersion, which I think is a really, really smart thing to do, especially if you're trying to
almost real life Yu-Gi-Oh, like where you're seeing the actual actual thing come up.
Because I was doing that already. That's the reason why I started getting Gundams. Is because during the game, I wanted to play a card and I wanted to play my big old Gundam that I put together just because I think that'd be great. But
will they let you walk in with your case of Gundams?
No, but that's what the little ones are for. So I'm really excited that they did that. But this game is going to be based... it looks... that has 2 different terrains. It has a flat space terrain. And then they have another one that's on land, that's on a planet, where I guess you can have elevated terrain as well. And it looks really cool. It's a hex based with just hexagons all over the place,
kind of like RuneScape.
I kind of want to think. I hope that it's a little that it's like that, but I also want it to be a lot like how X-Wing was, because X-Wing you had the different maneuvers and different.
Well, X-Wing wasn't really on its own like squares or hex squares,
right?
They had just like all over the place, kind of like Warhammer. Would that be the same? Or?
Well, I'm thinking more of like you get a movement template,
like eventually they go away from the squares.
No. They will, but kind of like how
markers.
How chess is. How you can only move specific characters different ways in chess. Like the knight can only move 3 up one side kind of thing.
The unicorn can only move this way.
Yes, exactly. I'm thinking
Gundam, not
yes.
I know there's no unicorn in chess.
But it looks really interesting, and I'm really excited for it. And I know that the Gunpla community should be excited for it, because I mean it's more than just building and displaying. Now you can actually put them together and actually create your own battles, and I really dig that.
That's pretty cool.
It's still probably going to be a little bit of kind of like Warhammer, where you get a lot of people that are like, I play it, but I don't put it together, or I paint it, and people are like, oh yeah, I paint it, but I don't build together, but I don't play it.
But that's also a really good thing.
But yeah, that's a nice.
That's what I was talking about, like the secondary painting market, because there's this business here in town. They will paint your figures for you for a fee. They'll even create your figures for you. They 3D print their own for whatever game you want, and then they'll paint them.
For Marvel Crisis Protocol, I have a little Stan Lee that I had somebody make for me.
Funny.
But what's really cool about these is that they're just like the big models, that they don't really require any glue. So it's just you take it off the sprue and you just snap it together.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Which was the main reason why a lot of people don't do the building and things like Warhammer or even Marvel Crisis Protocol. I love Marvel Crisis Protocol. It's just kind of a hassle to put everything together, and then you got to paint it, and which you don't have to paint it.
That's the main downfall for like Warhammer here at the shop, because like a lot of people want to do it, they want to play it, but they don't really want to spend all that time painting and building, and so that's why a couple of guys here, they'll be like, shit, I'll do it. I'll like, give me $50, I'll paint your entire army, kind of thing. You're like, buy me the paints and give me $50, I'll do everything. And like it's a good little way to make money if you want to do that. But it's kind of a hassle for people that they got families, they got a job, like long hours, all that stuff. They don't really have time to paint their figures. They just want to play the game,
right?
Like that's why we know the people.
Yeah,
We hook them up. We're the guys that know the guy.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
We're the guy.
We have connects.
We are your guy to get other guys.
So I'm saying we're the guy.
Yeah.
We're the guy.
I have a guy named Guy who gets me guys.
It's the guys.
All right. In the world of comics, so if you follow comic news at all, you are probably freaking out a little bit about Diamond Comics distribution filing for bankruptcy. Now, here's the thing. According to everything that we have been told, that I've been sent emails about from Diamond, they're working under, the Chapter 11 bankruptcy laws. They're paying their people. Supposedly, services will not be interrupted. Honestly, I don't believe them myself because my services has sure as hell been interrupted several times.
Calm down.
And I am
Still
very
family
angry,
friendly.
okay? I'm
Still
very
family
angry.
friendly. We've already used 1S.
That's true.
Calm down. Stay calm.
But yeah, so like they promised that interruption isn't going to happen anymore and all this stuff. Well, Image said I don't believe you either, and they decided not to.
They were like,
honor
later,
their
losers.
FOC final order cutoff orders from this past Monday, January 13th. They've sent an email to them. They've sent an email to the retailers, saying just that. In response, Diamond said that they're gonna try to talk to Image, try to get everything settled. No word yet on that. I haven't seen anything about anything being settled. All I know is that several other distribution companies have opened their previous FOC for that date to allow retailers like myself to order and have their orders filled according to their FOC. My other distributor is Lunar Comics, and they've sent me several emails. Hey, the due to this happening over at Diamond, follow these instructions, and you'll be able to place your FOCs for Image Comics that were affected by this change in services, kind of thing. And honestly, I love Lunar. I have yet to have any issues with Lunar, aside from the early months where it's kind of iffy on the shipping, but they fixed that. I have not had to damage out anything in almost a year. So what is happening with Diamond? We're not entirely sure. All I know is that I'm really looking into switching over to Penguin Random House, just to make sure that nothing affects my customers. But I don't know. I have no idea what the hell is going on over there. Until then, I'm operating under business as usual kind of thing until I hear back from Penguin. Hopefully next week we'll have some more news, or hopefully like nobody else jumps ship before I have to place orders. Honestly, man, I'm hoping Lunar just picks up more of their contracts. I'd love to order more from Lunar. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a huge thing in the comic community right now.
Yeah.
Like everybody's worried. Retailers are worried. I'm pretty worried.
Like OG retailers that have been around since like the 80s, evidently making claims that this might be the end for a lot of things because they think Diamond Comics is the end-all be-all distributor, which the dominoes started falling when COVID happened and Diamond would not budge on payments. We were told by the government, stay closed. You can't have anybody in your store. You can't have anything, right? But Diamond was still saying, nope, you got to pay us. We're sending you stuff. You got to pay us. But they weren't sending stuff because you couldn't do anything. But they still wanted to be paid. So a lot of businesses went under. A lot of businesses went into debt. So honestly, man, screw them. It's like that's why I'm not I'm not going to go into like details on names or everything on the story that I read about, because there was a specific specific retailer basically saying like Diamond Comics is like the end all be all distributor. I'm not going into like specifics just because don't want to try to step on anybody's toes or disrespect any other comic people. He's doing his business. He's got his thing, but like for as long as I've been around and I've been hearing stuff from like other small town people, other small business owners that deal with them, not just my uncle or my cousin, but like others that I've met, Diamond Comics is not very small person friendly.
Yeah.
They are not
So
very
the
very
past
kind,
the
so-
past 2 months, my orders have been delayed, like days, sometimes even a week, and all they say is it's coming.
Mhm. It's
And-
coming. Give us our money.
Yeah,
Like, they're not very-
I can't give you anything if I don't have to have anything to sell. So their business practices are damn near predatory on
Yeah.
small retailers
Mhm.
like myself, and yeah, it sucks. The only reason I got with Diamond is because they were the first ones that said
Yeah.
yes. They were the first ones that came to me and said, yeah, here's order us from here. And then not only that, but they had deals with Alliance, which I wanted cards, I wanted games, things like that. So hey, one stone, two birds, kind of thing. One bird, two stones. But yeah, and now Alliance is being sold off. So yeah, it is a huge upset in the geek community. From not only from gaming, but collectibles, comics, reading material in general, not books, everything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Right?
They're distributors, they're publishers. They distribute more stuff than,
Mhm.
like comics, manga, and all that.
Like I think that would be the main reason why I would go straight to Penguin was
Mhm.
because they are not
like-
just a distributor, they are an actual
books,
publisher,
yeah.
and I would really like to turn this place into like an actual bookstore.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of
Yeah,
cool,
uh-huh.
Really,
right?
Yes.
Especially when we close in that place right there, that
Uh-huh.
piece right there.
Exactly.
But yeah, so
Still say we sell some stuff. We go buy Diamond. We go do it.
yeah.
Start in Texas and move out. We branch out.
Okay, fine. Each of us sells a kidney.
Partner with HEB.
All right, each of us sells a kidney. They're like $5,000 a piece, and we can probably put a down payment. on
Nah,
something.
bro. You know what? You know
Awesome,
what?
Rogers.
Nah, you know
Okay,
what?
Now we have $2,000. I mean, yeah,
No.
20
I
grand.
said besides my kidney, we'll just
Oh.
sell his instead.
We'll take both.
But yeah, I'm just saying. We buy it. We own it. We start distributing from Texas outward. Partner with HEB.
Dude, HEB publishing, HEB distribution?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Oh wait, no, they're only available in Texas.
That's why I said we start in
Uh,
Texas and then we start branching
Buc-ee's.
out. You know.
Ooh.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go.
Nah, they're
start
too
distributing
religious.
out.
I just say they can add on extra square footage to their next Bucky
hmm
and claim that one as the next biggest Bucky in the world.
Yeah,
As a
I
game
suppose.
shop.
I suppose.
I'm just saying. Either way, HEB. It's like, hey, buy $200 worth of groceries, get some comic books.
Why did you spend $400 at HEB for the same amount of food? No reasons, dear.
Yes. Imagine how we could help all the gentlemen that have to go
To the
grocery
store,
shopping
yeah.
with their wives, or the
Mhm.
boyfriends that have to go grocery shopping with their girlfriends, or just people going to have to go shop with their romantic partners in general.
Look,
And
I mean,
just
a lot of
like,
these places already
comic book
have a card section
Mhm.
in there, so might as well just
Yeah.
expand on that.
Uh-huh.
There's somebody watching all of them at all times because theft is a thing in those stores, especially
Exactly.
for Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all the OGs.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball. I mean, it's a thing. It's a
Mhm.
thing. So why not make a Z's
Uh-huh.
Z's comics and games and comics area?
start our distribution in Texas and just slowly go out.
We'll have a section in every
It's
Walmart.
manifest destiny.
What? That? No, stop. No. We're
Not violent
Des-
manifest destiny. I'm just saying.
Okay. Not violent?
Comic manifest destiny.
No.
Distributing from
they
sea
already
to
did that
shining
in X-Men.
sea.
That was a bad thing.
Distributing from sea
Dang.
to shining sea.
That's tough, dude. That's rough.
From pole to pole. North Pole, South Pole.
I know.
Exactly.
It's just-
You know?
I'm trying to process everything right now.
Distribution.
Okay, I think we need to get back on topic.
Moving on.
This is what happens.
Moving on. This is what happens when three people that
When we
just can't focus-
expand.
three people with ADHD get
Sharing
together.
the same brain cell.
Oh yeah, exactly.
At least-
everybody has to have a turn.
At least this episode should provide some of our viewers that work night shift and are stalkers and just put stuff on with a good long entertainment time.
Probably yeah.
This is going to be a long one.
or like they're
This is
just like, what
probably
the
an
hell am I
hour.
listening to, and just switch to like whatever TikTok came back with.
I believe.
Anyway.
I believe they'll be happy.
Okay, we love you,
I
Pyro.
believe.
Moving on in the kind of world of comics, a new Spider-Man manga was announced. Spider-Man Shadow Warrior
Some people upset with
is
that.
Huh?
Calling it kind of comics, bro, is manga. You know how these manga people are. They're gonna be
That's
like,
why I said kinda.
manga.
That's why I said kinda. Okay. So Spider-Man Shadow Warrior follows. The story is hang on. I got to actually read the synopsis for it. Travel to the 19th century Japan. Travel to 19th century Japan, where Wilson Fisk established himself as governor of Edo. Peter, Miles, and Spider-Gwen follow suit. This is basically Batman Ninja.
Stitch and the Samurai.
Like Stitch, did Stitch go back in time in that one?
I feel like he did. I didn't get a chance to read it, but that's what it made me think of immediately.
You bought them from me.
I haven't had time. I bought a lot of things
You
from
know
you.
you know how much stuff he has from you.
That is true. Anyway, so some more bits and pieces of the storyline came out. The Kingpin fled America to, time travel back to the Edo period in Japan, where he became governor. He also took with him a piece of that universe's version of Venom, the symbiote. And apparently it finds its way to a local boy named Hio, and now he is going to be the manga version of what was that?
Venom.
Venom?
Yeah. Venom!
Oh. All I heard was
I heard that too, and I was just trying to figure it out, trying to place okay,
Either way.
what are the words that he could have said in that voice?
But either way, that works for Venom.
Venom wasn't one of them.
it was not.
Either way, that works. Even if I was just going, "Roar," that works for Venom.
Oh, that's all I can think of.
Yep.
We're gonna go to the White House.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, we have no idea. We have no idea when this is going to be released, but it has been announced, and I'm actually kind of excited for it. The artwork for it looks pretty clean. But yeah, Spider-Man Shadow Warrior. More on that as it develops. Now for our random section. If you remember the name Blockbuster, you may be entitled to financial compensation, or
For what?
memory loss. I don't know, or like.
I mean, you
Took our land parties.
chiropractors can give you deals. Like your AARP card will come in the mail very shortly.
So Blockbuster, as you guys remember, maybe, I don't know if you're old enough, Blockbuster went up against Netflix and failed. Okay, that's basically what happened.
They stupidly
All right?
so they could have owned
They didn't go
Netflix.
up against them.
They could've owned
They were
Netflix.
there before Netflix. Okay,
They got
Netflix was David and Blockbuster was Goliath. Okay, Netflix came out with that slingshot and bam,
They
right between
syndromed
the eyes.
okay. What was it?
They
Netflix though, or was it
syndromed them, bro.
Redbox?
No, it was
Redbox
no,
did
it
a
was
little
Netflix.
damage to
Yeah,
them
it was
too.
Netflix.
It was Netflix. 100%
Yeah.
Netflix.
they syndromed Netflix.
Explain.
Well, you know how Syndrome wanted to be the partner to Mr. Incredible.
Oh, yes,
Mr. Incredible
yes.
was like, no. Netflix was like, hey, here's us. We would like you to if not straight up own, they were like, we would like you to buy into us, basically own a piece of us. And Netflix was like,
if I
Blockbuster
remember
was
right-
like, you dweebs, we're Blockbuster. We're everywhere. And then Netflix basically, looking at the Blockbuster poster and just throws it away, and then they come back and they're like, goodbye, sir. They even made a Blockbuster show just to cancel them again.
That's true. They did. Randall Park and Carla Gugino were in it, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they did.
Oh my god!
So
Insults meet injury.
So yes, to put it bluntly, yeah, they syndromed Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Back in the day, yes, I remember them offering themselves to
Yeah.
Blockbuster. I think a controlling stake.
Yeah.
Just to help operational costs,
Mhm.
right? And then that didn't work out. Blockbuster basically laughed them out of the office, and somehow they got another investor to come in, and it was at the point in time where online viewing was starting to gain traction, but it was still iffy. There was still a lot of buffering issues. Wi-Fi was still kind of unreliable, and you couldn't really do much
But you
with
could
it
have
yet.
the movie
But
shipped to you.
they actually barely stopped
Yeah,
that like a year and a half ago. And yeah, that reminds me of the meme where the granddaughter is helping the old lady. Netflix used to come in the mail. That's right, Grandma. Let's get you back to bed. But yeah, I remember ordering.
I was 35 years old. I remember that.
I remember ordering the Tekken anime movie from Netflix and watching it for like every day for a week and then sending it back.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, with that investor, they went ham on the online portion of it. They expanded their catalog to video games. Eventually, they expanded their catalog to streaming. I remember having the streaming and physical copy tier. My dad used to get the physical copies that weren't on streaming, and then the streaming one I would watch on my laptop.
Yeah.
And it was a huge thing being able to stream your stuff, and then eventually Blockbuster just started falling back, and falling further and further behind. And
now they're a nightclub.
And now Blockbuster announces their triumphant return in a bunch of leaked forms and applications. Apparently, the owners of the Blockbuster trademark, which is Dish Network, have filed several applications to expand on the trademark through nightclubs, bars, amusement parks, random stuff, just to get the name out there. I'm wondering, what would a Blockbuster amusement park look like? Because in my mind, it's
You
the
get to
Simpsons.
experience a LAN party.
Before we get there,
again with the LAN party,
before
They were great.
to
You
where they're
cannot
going.
deny that.
They've been operating as an Airbnb for the past decade, haven't they?
No.
They've been doing something similar to that.
I think someone had an
there is
Airbnb once, but there is still one actual Blockbuster left
I think it's in Ohio.
in Oregon.
Oregon?
Yeah, because I remember that because of the fact that I'm like, I want to go, but the only other thing that I know that's there that would make me feel like, oh, let me go, is just the fact that it's like my sporty side gets into this, where the national track and field championships take place in Oregon for the Oregon Ducks. So, but I'm like, but even then, I'm like, do I really want to make a trip just for that? Like, but yeah,
We've made trips for less.
That's true.
it's true.
Me, Dad, and
If
my
one of
uncle.
I have a friend that's in like D1 javelin throwing. If she makes it to the D1, if she makes it there, then I'll be like, you know what? I will go support. Go blindly support my friends, and
We come full circle. Here we go.
And
All
take
right,
my-
we saw her throw the stick. Let's go to the Blockbuster.
and then take my and then take my
What?
You had me at Blockbuster, dude. I mean, honestly,
That was the last
that's
thing I said.
yeah. Well, even still though, let's go. Like, if we need a reason to go, let's go.
So many people.
and then I will take my
Just
my Sprite bottle cap that entitles me to a free video game or movie rental.
Yes, back when they still had them on the bottle
There was
caps.
no
have
there's
one
no
of the workers there
expiration date.
sign it.
They didn't have to go to any website, type in the code that was under the.
Oh
cap.
yeah,
It just
I
said
missed that.
free Coke or
Like,
free
you
Sprite.
it's free right then and there.
Mhm.
All right. But yeah, I was like, again, I'm trying to figure out what an amusement park would look like. Ooh, you're all sitting in a kind of like the Disney World, the tower.
Oh
right?
yeah.
You're sitting in
Tower,
one of
tower.
those, and then you get put into a
A VCR?
cassette player. Yeah. Come on, that would be funny.
Imagine some of their like little amusement park games being who can stop the VCR right so you don't experience any of the commercials before. You just stop it right when the movie starts.
Ooh, teacups with their DVD players.
As you exit, it says "Be kind, rewind."
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time yeah.
Oh man, are they going to have like specialty drinks at their clubs, at their bars? What would that look? What would that?
The tequila thriller.
Tequila thriller.
Pizza and
sarsaparilla,
Coca-Cola?
Suspenseful sarsaparilla. Ooh,
Isn't a sarsaparilla just a Coke?
and it's a root beer of sorts.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I mean, all right, I'm gonna have to try that. I like root beer.
Who can fix a VHS tape? Messed up VHS tape, and you just got to try
With
to.
your-
the mascot is going to be just the big square for the cassettes.
Yeah.
Remember the big square for the cassettes with two little googly eyes on top. All right, moving on. Onyx Storm, the third book in Rebecca Yarros' Empyrean fantasy series, hits shelves on January 21st. I know nothing about this aside from what you told me.
So there's apparently it's a big book series that's out right now. I know that I have someone very special, very close to me, who's currently going through her four different variations of the book. Well, no, she has. There's only 2 out, but she has many copies of it, and she's going through and she's
obviously you need one for home, the hardcover one.
Yes.
You need one for travel. The
there's a signed one,
and then
there's
the signed one. Not even like, and then you also have to have at least 2 versions of the paperback, the crappy paperback ones that you get over at the gas station, to lend out to people.
Absolutely, she's annotating. There's a big theory going around about how the next one's going to be. So
she's hardcore into the community.
Her and her friends are together book clubbing this thing and trying to figure out what the next set is and trying their best not to get spoiled because apparently some Targets are releasing it early, like yesterday, and a bunch of it's already flooding.
And you didn't go get it for her.
No,
shame on you.
no. How am I supposed to know that it's going to come out early? And
Yeah. Like,
I don't even
He's
know.
not in those.
I don't even know what
You
it was
need
called.
to
till early.
know these things.
See the book series I've been getting into is this one called Red Rising.
Yeah,
That's the one I've been getting into. Pretty cool. But
Nice.
Basic sci-fi, science fiction stuff, you know. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
like,
I thought it was going
takes
to be
place
like
on Mars.
communism.
No, not communism, bro. Takes place on Mars and everything in space. And it's like, I don't. Yeah, pretty nice, pretty good.
nice.
I know I just remembered it just because I know it's on like book 6 right now, and book 6 released like a few weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
So it's like,
okay, so it's still going.
But I'm on like book. I barely started up because again, like the aforementioned friend that throws, and then my buddy Spader. We all met through Discord, and they were all like, "Bro, if you like, if you like reading," I'm like, "I read some, but but I've actually gotten back into reading for this. I got the books like the week before New Year's, and I'm already we were like 4 weeks into the new year.
Just about.
I'm already on like book 5. I'm already on like the 5th book.
Oh, damn.
So I've just been going. It's pretty nice.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm back
That's
into
pretty
reading now.
Nice. I still haven't found a book series that I'm like passionate about anymore. Then again, like I'm still just trying to find anything I'm passionate about anymore.
Comics.
Life.
This.
Anyways,
We're
Books
on
a Million is
this.
gonna have a release party. I think midnight release party on Monday the 21st,
Nice.
and then there's also going to be another. I think probably an early release in Targets with a different variation of the covers and sprayed sides and all the things. So
Target exclusives.
So Monday night
Monday,
or-
so
or Tuesday night.
Tuesday morning,
Mhm.
12:00. Monday night.
Okay, gotcha. Monday night, Tuesday morning. Okay, gotcha.
Monday going into
I think
Tuesday.
so. Yeah,
Do-
yeah, because
do
today's
you
Sunday,
need-
right? Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, today's Sunday.
Yeah, so, okay.
tomorrow.
It'll be tomorrow, Monday the
Tomorrow
20.
night.
Wait,
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Monday's 20th.
okay, cool.
Want me to save you?
Hey.
Want me to save you a spot? I work near a Target. Want me to get in line?
Fair enough. We're quite all right, but I appreciate it. I'll let you know though for sure.
We gotta pull out the old habits for old midnight releases.
Oh man, I miss those. All right, guys, that about wraps up everything that we have right now. Do y'all guys have anything else to add?
No,
Special congratulations to Henry Cavill. He's a dad now.
Oh yeah.
that's
And
right,
also Tom Holland and Zendaya got engaged.
Oh yes, congratulations to
Yeah.
them.
So congratulations to the famous people.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That kid is going to be the luckiest kid ever. Not only is his dad Superman, he's also
Mhm.
Geralt.
Yes, he's
Yeah.
also going to be one of the. I don't know who he's going to be in
Warhammer?
Warhammer, but he's going to be in there.
He's also going to be a
Uh-huh.
Highlander.
He's going to be the Highlander.
All right.
Like this
You
man
remember?
is
You remember the
tremendous.
story about his nephew getting in trouble at
Yeah.
school because he was saying his uncle is
Mhm.
Superman?
It's like,
Right? That kid, nobody's going to believe that kid
Yeah.
until Henry Cavill
it's like
comes
my
up.
dad's Superman.
What?
yeah.
My dad's Geralt.
What's all this in?
Mhm.
That's right. That's my terrible English accent.
Either that, or the kid's just straight up just going to be all like, "My dad's the king of the nerds."
It's true.
Mhm.
It's true.
Mhm.
It used to be Nathan Fillion, but now he graduated to the Grand Duke, the Grand Duke of the Nerds.
Archduke.
Oh yeah, Archduke.
Archduke Fillion.
He's there. All right, guys. If there's nothing else, we will see you guys next time. If you like the Rankings Ratings of 3 Mad Men, give us a like, follow, share us with your friends, and we will see you guys next week for our comic reviews. Later.